social media is not a real place. People
Yeah.
do crazy stuff all the time, and you just kind of have to deal with it. And I guess with it, you know, you having all these followers, and in stardom comes like hate and all this different type of stuff. But only thing I've noticed is that people are very intimidated by natural black women.
Forget about the boxing ring, folks. The most jaw-dropping fight of the year didn't take place with gloves on. It happened in high heels, under the stars, and it all revolved around one man, Papoose.
I'm just saying that's why it's being made a story, is because
I am 29, so how can I know about any of that? Let's just be honest. So this is what I'm saying. When I'm ready to announce who I'm with, I will do that. But till then, everything else is just speculation, and the internet, once again, is not a real place.
Now picture this. Claressa Shields, two-time Olympic gold medalist and undefeated boxing champ, just out for a quiet rooftop dinner. But that calm didn't last. In walked Tesehki, the reality TV fire starter with a talent for chaos and grabbing attention. And for the record, she's Saucy Santana's sister, so you know the drama is in her DNA. And smack in the middle of all the madness, Papoose. That's right. The respected hip-hop legend, best known for his longtime ties to rapper Remy Ma, suddenly found himself caught in a whole other kind of fight. This one wasn't about music. It was about love triangles, icy glares, and accusations flying even faster than one of Claressa's lightning-fast left hooks.
Not a thing of me having an issue with her. My only issue is why you leaked my number. It ain't no thing, oh, I want him and he's married to you. And it's not that. I'm a girl's girl. So when it comes to like that, that's not.
What was supposed to be an evening of champagne toasts quickly spiraled into chaos. Think smashed cupcakes and snatched wigs. Here's how it all unfolded. Claressa Shields and Papoose showed up together for what was meant to be an intimate, private dinner. Word is, Claressa believed it would be just the two of them. Maybe some business talk, maybe something a bit more personal. Either way, the vibe was calm. Until Leopard Print strutted in and turned the whole night upside down. Tesehki showed up late, loud, and completely uninvited, and she wasn't trying to be subtle about it either. According to those at the dinner, she didn't bother scoping. Out the room. Her eyes locked straight onto Claressa the moment she walked in. That's when it hit everyone. This night was about to take a serious turn for the worse. Now let's pause and talk about Papoose for a second, because his actions leading up to this dinner were already setting off alarms. Word on the street was that he'd been sliding into Tesehki's DMs late at night. Then came the social media hints. Just days before the dinner, Tesehki posted a not-so-subtle message to her story. "I'll snatch what's mine." Coincidence? Claressa didn't think so. She clapped back on her own story, crystal clear. "These hands have been blessed by Olympic gold. Don't tempt me." So when Tesehki walked in that night, Claressa wasn't surprised, but she was locked in and ready. According to witnesses, the energy in the room shifted instantly. No hellos, no fake smiles, just sharp side eyes and attention so thick it practically clung to the air. Claressa stood up slowly, like she was trying to keep herself in check. Meanwhile, Papoose looked like he'd seen a ghost. And honestly, that might have been the only smart reaction he had all night, because his face said it all. People at the table swore it felt like a setup, like Tesehki walked in knowing exactly who'd be there and exactly what kind of storm she was about. To stir up, Basea looked Papoose dead in the eye and asked just one question. "You really brought her here?" He didn't say a word. And that silence, it said everything. Claressa didn't wait around for answers. No dramatic speeches, no drawn-out buildup. One moment she was still, the next she was in motion, charging straight toward Tesehki like it was round one of a championship fight. There was no time for yelling, no space for theatrics. Claressa came in focused, fast, and fierce. Tesehki barely had a chance to flip her ponytail before she was getting dragged across the rooftop. Witnesses described it as quick but wild, heels flying, jewelry snapping, and Tesehki shouting something about, "I just wanted to talk." But in that moment, talking wasn't even in the realm of possibility. What started as a peaceful rooftop dinner had exploded into a full-blown rooftop brawl. And there was no turning back. And, of course, someone was ready with their phone. Actually, it seemed like everyone had their phone out. The whole brawl was captured from every angle imaginable and was already online before the dinner was even over. In just a few hours, the footage hit over 18 million views. But one clip, in particular, went wildly viral, Tesehki yelling, "I just wanted to talk!" while her wig slipped halfway off, and Claressa, still standing strong with that Olympic posture, being pulled back by two people. It was a moment so dramatic that it felt like the whole internet couldn't look away. But here's where things get even messier. Some people are starting to think the whole thing might have been staged. Why? Well, turns out Tesehki didn't just show up uninvited, she brought an entire camera crew with her. Not just a friend with an iPhone, but a full production setup. Boom mic, DSLR cameras, light kits, the works. And when the fight kicked off, the crew didn't flinch. They didn't try to break it up. They just kept filming. So now the internet is wondering, was this an actual fight over a man, or just a calculated clout-chasing moment for reality TV? Either way, there's one thing we know for sure. Claressa's hands? Those weren't acting. Claressa
still not be public or people wouldn't know still right now, because that's not how he does things. That's not how I'm doing things moving forward. Like for me, I'm just not like that. I'm not fighting over no man. She's mad that
Claressa Shields and Tesehki's rooftop altercation wasn't just a physical fight. It quickly turned into a full-blown media spectacle. Security didn't step in until the situation had already calmed down. Despite being an Olympic gold medalist, Claressa remained composed throughout. When the police asked her, "Ma'am, we need you to step over here," she walked with them as if it were just another press event, handling chaos and cameras like it was second nature to her. On the other hand, Tesehki's condition told a very different story. Witnesses say she was assisted into an Uber looking like she'd just gone through 3 episodes of Bad Girls Club in one night. Her mascara was smeared, her wig was half off, and one of her acrylic nails was barely hanging on. She was reportedly crying and muttering, "I didn't even do anything." But her face said it all. She clearly wasn't prepared for the storm she had stepped into. Then came an unexpected turn. Fat Joe. Rumors spread that he called the precinct where Claressa was being held, trying to convince the officers to let her off the hook. One source said he told them, "She's a national treasure." Whether it made a difference or not, it didn't stop the internet from blowing up. The hashtag #NumbFreeRessa quickly began trending, with Claressa's supporters defending her actions, saying she was simply protecting her peace and putting a clout chaser in her place. However, not everyone was on her side, with some arguing that, as a role model, she should have used words instead of fists to handle the situation. Things took a darker turn when screenshots started to leak. The first one was a late-night DM from Papoose to Tesehki, saying, "I wish I could be where you at." Then another surfaced, where Papoose supposedly told Tesehki, "She always wants to fight you. Let me breathe." These messages stung, hinting that Papoose had been venting to the same woman Claressa ended up clashing with. But the drama didn't stop there. A mysterious account surfaced, claiming that Claressa had once confided in someone that she was pregnant with Papoose's child. While the rumor couldn't be verified and Claressa hasn't commented on it, it was enough to spark a wave of speculation. Fans started rewatching old interviews, analyzing her outfits, and even noting that she had been wearing looser clothes recently. Now, people are starting to question whether the whole situation was staged from the beginning. The timing of the fight, Tesehki's reality show filming schedule, and the presence of a camera crew all made it seem like everything had been carefully orchestrated. One viral comment summed it up perfectly. "This isn't a love triangle, it's a marketing strategy gone wrong." In the end, everyone involved had something to lose, and social media made sure no one walked away unscathed. If you thought this drama was just about jealousy, think again. Now even the pregnancy. Rumor is under the microscope. It all started with a leaked surveillance video from the rooftop dinner. The footage was grainy, black and white, and silent, but that didn't stop lip readers from doing their best detective work. In the clip, Tesehki leans in close to Papoose during the dinner and whispers something while Claressa is distracted. The internet quickly speculated that she said, "She ain't even pregnant." Some fans began to question whether Claressa had faked the pregnancy to gain sympathy after the drama unfolded. One comment read, "Classic PR damage control. Play the victim, dodge mugshot headlines." However, others weren't convinced, arguing that Claressa had been tricked into attending the dinner, deliberately provoked, and then filmed when she finally lost control. One viral thread summed it up perfectly. They poked the bear, recorded the roar, and acted surprised. Regardless of whether Claressa was really pregnant, it was clear from the footage that Tesehki's intention was to provoke her. That single whisper sparked the internet's own version of a courtroom, with people quickly picking sides. This whole spectacle, 1 wig, 2 restraining orders, and 5 camera angles, had fans questioning the true motives behind the entire situation. Later, the big question on the internet was, what's next? Claressa is now out on bail, and rumors about who helped her post it are flying. Some believe Remy Ma covered the bail, while others think Fat Joe may have stepped in again. Either way, Claressa hasn't said much since her release. The only thing she shared was a cryptic Instagram story with the message, "Thank you for knowing the truth will speak louder," but no caption. The comments were flooded with praying hands, boxing gloves, and fire emojis, showing her love and support. Meanwhile, Papoose is doing what he does best, staying out of the spotlight. No posts, no tweets, not even a tagged photo. Word is, he's keeping a low profile, avoiding both women and the drama. Probably a smart move. As for Tesehki, she's not wasting any time. Behind-the-scenes clips of her filming new content have popped up, looking all glammed up and camera-ready. She's talking about healing, handling haters, and how God removes people for a reason. In other words, she's turning the chaos into content, just like a true reality TV pro. Just when people thought things were cooling down, a leaked voice note surfaced on the blogs. It supposedly features Claressa saying, "He played us both." That one line shifted everything. Fans quickly started reposting it with captions like, "Part 2 is going to be wild, and this isn't over." Some believe Claressa is preparing a tell-all, while others suspect a lawsuit might be on the horizon. One user even commented, "She's about to drop a docu-series and call it Knockout Love." Now, the internet is split. Is Claressa the victim or the villain? Was Tesehki chasing clout or facing karma? And where in the world is Papoose? Share your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, subscribe for part 2, and drop your theories below.